This video was made possible in part by these fine people. Hey gamers, Anthony from HNE here, and today we're taking a look at the Yu-Gi-Oh Speed Duel Streets of Battle City box, and it's celebrating the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh by going back to the first run of earlier decks. They've actually been doing it for like the last 2 years or so. So these are the only Yu-Gi-Oh cards I've been picking up since I sold my initial collection. And I've really been digging what they've been giving, and it's been pretty, I want to say sentimental for me. It's kind of like bringing back old times from when I was way younger. But as you can see, it tells you kind of what's in here. These are all pre-planned, pre-made decks. The only thing random is like a small pack inside of there. But this, of course, focuses on the Battle City specifically. And then, because I spent money on Yu-Gi-Oh product, of course, I get this promo card. This is Axis of Spears. And so it says this card is always treated as an Archfiend card. The equipped monster gains 1,000 attack. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can tribute one monster, place that card on top of your deck. But this is still a decent card. Battle Axe? I can't remember the original card's name. But actually, that is a nice little upgrade there. I'm going to throw the garbage over here. So, to get into here, I'm going to need a little bit of help. Kids, ask your parents' permission before using sharp objects. If I were to ask my parents' permission right now, they would get angry at me. They're probably sleeping. Okay, so, let's see. I'm going to stick this right back here, and this is how the things are packaged. And this pack, I think, has random rarity is what's really in here. But, we'll look at this last. So here are the decks. Playmats. So it gives you a bunch of playmats. Looks like 4 double-sided, or multiplayer mats, I should say. It's double-sided is a different thing. These are some thick mats. But, of course, they also give you the instructions on here. And just open this up so you can see what one side looks like. And then on the other side, we have regular Dark Magician and Yami, or the Pharaoh, or Atem, whatever you want to call him. So, I think on the back of the box says Yami Yugi, which is the old name before he remembered who he was. Okay, so these are not a deck each. These are multiple decks in each one, and then for some reason they kind of just split down the middle. This will save for... Well, actually, this actually has a deck in, but we'll save this for last. So we'll open kind of like in the order, and I'll show you everything that is in them. I'm not going to read anything unless it's particularly interesting to me. But I'm going to read the names, though. So if you're not watching, you can still see. Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's a classic. I used to run this guy in a decent dragon deck with some blue eyes, and then they started like adding blue eyes and red eyes into like fusion forms. I was like, oh heck yeah, it's a great deck. Gear Golem, Moving Fortress, Voltic Kong, Air Knight Parshath. Okay, I do remember the card. I just don't remember the hand pronouncement. Dark Red Enchanter, Twin Barrel Dragon, Hannibal Necromancer. Okay. Magician of Faith. There's some good quick flip spell cards here. And then Mask of Darkness. Yeah, you always use those and kind of together in a decent deck. I'm a fan of stall decks and stuff. Anyway, Sphere Karibo, Ledger of Ledger Main. Let's see, Allure of Darkness, Twister, Night Beam, Nobleman of Crossout, a classic card. Pineapple Blast, Metal Morph, awesome. Always good in a Red Eyes deck, especially if you get the Metal Fusion. Let's see, Mechazure, the Forceful Checkpoint, Floodgate Trap Hole. I think that was the end of a Wheeler deck. So we'll throw that over here. So we go into this deck here. Chaosai, the Ghost Stopper, Shaolin the Prophet, Arcanist Monk Ranshin, Maiku, or Miku, Master of Barriers, Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer. I am just ruining these names. Legion of Fiend Jester, Double Costin, Seal Master Macy, or Masai, Dark Magician. 2 of them, and in that the darker looks like evil colors. Anti-magic arrows, talisman of trap sealing, dark magic curtain, 1,000 knives, dark magic attack. Of course, this is the one where you say you control dark magician, you destroy all spell and trap cards on the opponent's side. It's a good card. Summoner Act, add one level 5 or higher normal monster to your deck to your hand. This is good for getting back out your magicians. Talisman of Spell Sealing, Birthright, and Dark Renewal. Let's see, Dark Renewal, when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, target one of those monsters, and add one spellcaster monster you control, send both to the graveyard. Then you can special summon one dark spellcaster from your graveyard or your deck. Oh, well, that's nifty. Another way to get your mage or your spellcasters out of your hand and bring them back to the field. Revival Gen, that's a classic card there. And there's 2 of them. Ooh. Humanoid Slime. This guy is just great for just stalling. It's a high defense card. Wormdrake. I think there's a Wormdrake fusion. It's been a while. I don't know. Reactor Slime. Muka Muka. Oh, I built a deck with both of these guys. And you just the power-up possibilities for them if you had multiples. Magical. Reflect Slime. Sinister Serpent. Mother Grizzly, Jam Breeding Machine, a couple of them. Emergency Provisions. This was sending monster trap you can to the graveyard and gain 1,000 life points. It's just a good way to get your life points back. I think there's like spell cards where you can sacrifice points for something or another, so it's a good way to get some back. This Infinite Cards removes hand limits. Token Sunday, destroy tokens as possible, and then cards up to the number of tokens. Okay. Poly, ooh, that implies there's a fusion somewhere. Jam Defender, Solemn Wishes. Each time you draw a card, gain 500. That's, another builder. Oh, I see. I see Wormdrake right here. Humanoid Slime and Wormdrake together. Humanoid Wormdrake. And then, of course, Token Stampede. Okay, so I was like, man, it was leading into something. Yes, leading to a single fusion, not even the best fusion. The best fusion, of course, is Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or 5-Headed Dragon. I was going to say, fight me if you don't agree, but I don't care what you think. Those are the best cards, man. So here's regular Dark Magician. And then we got Skilled Dark Magician, because they did this whole thing where there was multiple versions of Dark Magicians and multiple versions of Dark Magician Girls. And then they got fruit flavors of Dark Magician Girl. I might be speaking over some of your heads if you're just really interested in these classic cards. But anyway, Alchemist of Black Spells, Blast Magic. Here's Dark Magician Girl speaking of the devil. She gains 300 attack for every Dark Magician gain 300 attack for every Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in the graveyard. Okay, Buster Blader. There is a fusion with Buster Blader and Dark Magician, I believe, and it might be in here. Who knows? Skilled White Magician, Breaker the Magical Warrior, Apprentice Magician, Magician of Faith, Old Vindictive Magician, Malice Dispersion, Mage Power is a nice power up for each spell and trap on the field that you control. Not all of them in general. That would be way too good. Solitary Sword of Poison, Spell Power Grasp. There's 2 of them. Destruction Swordsman Fusion. This is a Buster Blader enhancer. Miracle Restoration, Pitch Pack Power Stone, Ready for Interception. Dark Paladin. There it is. Buster Blader, Dark Magician. Fusion Summon, activate it's activated. You can discard one card in your hand. Activation, if you do, destroy it. When a spell card is activated, and then discard destroy it. Must be face up in the field to activate, obviously. Gains 500 attack for each dragon monster on the field and in the graveyard. This was my weakness. Like, my brother played Dark Magician decks, I played Dragon decks, and this guy was the weakness. That's what ruined me each time. Gearfried. Oh, we moved on to another deck. So, Gearfried the Iron Knight, there's 2 of them. He was, at the beginning, like a decent card because he had an 1800 attack and a 1600 defense. So this is, I was going to say a warrior deck, but then we see some of this stuff here. Marauding Captain, decent card. Time Wizard, Rocket Warrior, Little Wingguard, Command Knight, Freed, Alligator Sword, and Baby Dragon. See now, Time Wizard and Baby Dragon have a fusion, which I think we're going to get to. Roulette Spider, Diceophone, Grateful Dice. I remember this was a highly popular card. It was this rare real foil version of it, and it was a promo card, I think, in Shonen Jump or something. It says, roll a 6-sided die. A monster you currently gains attack equal to the results times 100. So, between 1 and 600 gain. Poly. Reinforcement of the Arming. Lightning Blade powers up a warrior monster by... only equipped to a warrior monster. It gains inter-check for inter-check. All water monsters in the field lose 500. Oh, it's because it's electric ability, so water's weak. United We Stand. Also a really good card. Monster gets 800 for each monster you control. That is a game changer. Blast with Chain, Skull Dice, Kunai with Chain. And then, we got some of the fusions. M-Warrior 1 and 2. I don't think we saw that one. Guardian of the Labyrinth, Protector of the Throne. Flame Swordsman, Flame Manipulator, and Masaki the Swordsman. Alligator Sword Dragon. This is Baby Dragon, Alligator Sword. Oh, they didn't do the other one with the... Because this is Time Wizard Baby Dragon. Oh, that is. Yeah, Thousand Dragon was the one I was thinking of. This one I haven't seen in a while, but I know this one is an older card. If this card can attack your opponent directly if you face up monsters on the field or Earth, Wind, or Fire. No, Earth, Wind, and Fire is a music group. Earth, Water, or Fire. And then, of course, Thousand Dragon. If you remember the cartoon, I think it was like Joey had the Time Wizard and the Baby Dragon. It was like aged them up 1,000 years, and now you get 1,000 Dragon. Hence the name. Big old thing. And I'm like, okay, cool, Joey. Anyway, open up the next pack. Staticky. Okay, so I think this is the Mako deck. Legendary Fisherman was like his call card. Air Orca. It's a flying fish. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's a flying orca. Flyfang. Needle Sunfish. Oystermeister. Piercing Murray. Maiden of the Aqua. I don't remember some of these cards, but yeah, there's a Yumi thing built in. Is it in all of them? No, but Yumi is a water-based card. Fiend Kraken. And then Colorfish, another one of those high attack cards, but you never use him as defense. He's too weak. But, yeah, decent. Legendary Fisherman 2. This is a newer one. It's a sequel to the previous one, and it says, this becomes Legendary Fisherman. And then, of course, it has a Yumi ability. I'm not going to read it. I don't care. So then, Fortress Whale Oath. To special summon this, which I assume is in here somewhere. Yep, there it is. So that's interesting for a ritual. Salvage, classic water card. Target 2 water monsters with 1500 attack and graveyard. Add them to your hand. Yumi. So we've been reading about Yumi as an effect. All fish, sea serpents, thunder, and aqua monsters in the field gain 200 attack defense. And then all machine and pyro monsters lose 200 attack and defense. Water hazard, big wave, small wave, surface. Fortress Whales Earth, of course. Fortress Whales Oath, of course, is Fortress Whale and this card and tributes and voila, fancy stuff. Tornado Wall. Only activated if Yumi is on the field. While Yumi is on the field, take no battle damage. If Yumi is not on the field, destroy this card. That's pretty nifty. Although somebody destroys that and it destroys Yumi, everything's messed up in that deck at that point because everything relies on it almost. Tribute 1 fish monster. Target 1 monster field. Destroy that target. And if you do draw a card, Fish Depth Charge is the name of that one. Paleozoic Eldona. So yeah. Okay, so we're moving on to Insect Queen deck and Parasite. I remember. I think this was also like one of those promo cards that came out, and people were like, "Oh, I gotta have it." Shuffle this face-up card in your opponent's deck, and if you draw this card after it was added to your deck by its effect, special summon in defense position. If you do, take 1,000 damage. All monsters controlled by that player that summon this card by its effect become insect monsters. This and Lava Golem. If you wanted to do a burn deck where you basically gave the cards to your opponent, it was the way to go. Chainsaw Insect, Magnetic Mosquito, Prickle Fairy, Howling Insect, Resonance Insect, Parasite Paranoid, Pinch Hopper, Insect Princess, Goki Boar, and Metal Armored Bug. It's a tribute. Basically, it's, hey, I had 2,000 attack. Try to attack me while I take out your guys. Multiplication of ants is creates 2 army ant tokens that are 1,000 or 500, 1,200, and they cannot be tributed. So they're basically stall tactic. Insect Barrier. Insect monsters your opponent controls cannot declare attacks. Verdant Sanctuary. Eradicating Aerosol. It's a poison can, as you can see. Spider Egg. DNA Surgery lets you change the monster type. All face-up monsters in the field become that. So, Dust Tornado. You destroy a spell or trap card. And then you can set one. Widespread Ruin. When your opponent monster declares an attack, destroy the attacking position monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. Your choice. If tied. So, yeah, it's nifty. And then finally, a Jinzo deck. Jinzo, it was another one of those cards that was, it was a Jinzo, and a couple other were like League cards back in the old days. And Jinzo had this habit of negating, it's just here, trap cards and their effects on the field cannot be activated and negate all traps on the field. Like, this guy we gave out for free, but like to have it was a special thing. And now I finally have another one. Jinzo Lord, never saw this one before, and I'll catch up on it later. But wow, that's what, 8 stars? Must be special summoned from your hand by sending one Jinzo you control to the graveyard. Trap cards and their effects in the field cannot be activated. Negate all traps. Okay, so it's the same effect as Jinzo so far. Here's the difference. Once per turn, you can destroy as many face-up traps on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict 300 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed. So he gains 200 attack and 100 defense, but just adds that ability. Okay, great. Jinzo the Returner, also new to me. This card attacks directly, and it's 600, 1400. When it's sent to graveyard, target one Jinzo and special summon, destroy it during the end phase. So you get basically this guy destroyed, gets a free summon. So that's pretty nifty. Reflect Bounder, Destructoratron, Dr. Frankenderp. Well, that's maybe slightly offensive. The Fiend, Mega Cyber, Spell Canceller, Cyber Raider. Oh, you know, before I go back to the Spell Canceller, spell cards affect the field cannot be activated and negate all spell cards. It's the opposite of Jinzo, except not as good, frankly. Cyber Raider, Gargoyle. It was like Gargoyle, but it was a New York or Massachusetts, Boston accent. Chowda. Anyway, Cyber Energy Shock, Cosmos Channeling, Gift of the Martyr, Amplifier, Foolish Burial, summon monster your deck from your deck to the graveyard. Because you know it's for the special summoning thing of that other card, I imagine. Cosmic Cyclone. Pay 1,000 life points, then target one spell or trap in the field and banish it, which means remove from play. Creature swap, you know, obviously swap creatures. Psychic, Shockwave, Mind Crush, and Draining Shield, also a really good card. Basically, it makes the attack. If opponent monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, negate the attack, and if you do, gain 8 life points equal to that attack. So it. Yeah, so you basically get free life points because your opponent attacked while that was on the field. I had to think about it because there was one card where it tells you that it's you taken. It doesn't say you're taking the damage, but it doesn't tell you you just gained the damage that you were given. So you end up losing it and then gaining it. I don't remember what card that was. If you do, put a comment, and Jeff definitely put a comment in. We're gonna skip these guys for right now. We'll go through them in a minute. So here we go. Summon Skull, Brain Crusher. Cosmos, Chaos Command Magician, Crossword Beetle, Gearfree the Red Eyes Iron Knight. Goblin Attack Force, also like a good, just a beat stick for early gameplay. Maiden of Macabre, okay, Magical Marionette, Pump Princess, the Princess of Ghosts, okay, Red Eyes Baby Dragon. This basically lets you summon a Red Eyes, there's an ability effect, whatever. Reversible Beetle, Warrior of the Atlantis, Zera the Mant. This is a ritual card somewhere. Acid Rain, Book of Tayu, Exchange, Last Day of the Witch, Megaton Magical Cannon, Zero Ritual, which goes that, you know, ritual card. Barrel Behind the Door. This is also a Shonen Jump one for a while. Spell Trap card, monster, or a monster effect is activated that would inflict damage to your opponent. The opponent takes the damage instead. So it's a nice kind of flip it on them type of situation. Exhausting Spell, Magical Arm Shield, Blowback Dragon, Dark Scorpion Meanie, I don't know, the Thorn, Dark Scorpion Gorg the Strong, Skilled Red Magician, Legendary Ocean. So these are supplementary cards. Book of Moon, good classic card. Target one face up monster in the field, change it to the face down defense. Fusion Weapon. So this is for fusions, equipped to a level 6 or lower fusion, and it gains 1500 attack. Hammer Shot, Last Win. Metal Reflect Slime is another token summoner. It does 3000 defense. It's a stall tactic. And then Wall of Disruption. So there's just some good random cards that you can supplement these decks with. And I think before we get to these, I will open up this pack and see what we got. bloop. Static electricity. So we got the Dark Magician. Emphasis on dark. Nice foil effect there. Slifer, which, I mean, these are all known variables. I don't know why I was excited for a second there about Slifer. Night Beam. Target one spell or trap card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted card in response to that card's activation. Okay. Creature Swap. Ooh, Farnsa. Widespread Ruin. When an opponent monster declares attack, destroy that attack position monster your opponent controls with the highest attack your choice. Oh, we've seen this one before. Just a different version of it. Kaiku, the Ghost Destroyer. Dust Tornado, a good card. Target one spell trap on your field, destroy that target, and then you can set a spell or trap. We've also seen that one. Oh, and then the other Dark Magician, so... nifty. Alrighty, so just to go through these real quick to wrap this up. Ultimate Wizardry. Iron Grit. Whale of a Tail. Oh, he flipped it. In fact, Insect Infestation. Intel from the Cosmos. Stalked by the Rare Hunters. Now you see them. Slimy Slimes. I hope there's a now you don't. Otherwise, you know, it doesn't make any sense. The Dragon Hunting Swordsman. Heart of a Warrior. Bountiful Ocean. Precious Queen. Machine Menace. Collector. A Terrible Fate. Now I'm disappointed. Slimy Disposition. Malicious Motivation. Cabot Core Research. Not even in here. Neither is mine. Or was one of these mine? Battle City Siren. And Premature Material. Really? No. Now you don't. Wow. But a lot of classic cards in this set. And I believe the retail price on this in the United States is $30. It came out at the end of August. So if you're looking for it, grab it while you can. These classic sets released in the Battle Duel or Speed Duel series are getting super expensive. Actually, people are gutting individual packs, taking out the promos. So you got to be careful with what you buy. I had accidentally ordered the previous, what was it? That was previous Battle City set, I think it was, with a big old white box. And I did not read that they had removed the promo cards. But that was, you know, my brother wanted all of it. So I ended up canceling that order and they understood. But you got to be careful because people are taking what's profitable out of these decks and then reselling the rest. And in the case of mine, they called it new. It was not new. I don't care if the individual packs were sealed. They took the promo cards, which means they opened the box. So just keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, definitely worth getting.
With that said, tell me in the comments your thoughts on this item. Did you get it, and how was your experience with it? Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.